So, the question of the week, do female fighters in any medium need to be buff? Hello, Rellious Knights! Welcome to another Drawing Talk. I'm JJ, and this is where I talk about art, games, and anything else that catches our interest or inspires. So, we've been on a month-long hiatus, simply because sometimes you need to take a step back from the internet and the PC from time to time. I read some books, reevaluated what I hoped for this channel, and took some time to recharge our creative energy for the new year. I also built a stand-up desk from things lying around the house because sitting all the time is really bad for you. It can cause back problems, various health issues, and eventually cause carpal tunnel syndrome. And I'm not having any of that, no. So, now I'm standing, and in this position I keep my wrists elevated, and it's helped alleviate some of the pain from typing and drawing for hours on end. As for the animation, we will be sticking to strictly short pieces that can be finished a lot easier from now on. One thing I realized last year was that my sights were too ambitious, and I needed to scale back what I do since I'm only one person, and there's a reason animated shows and films have a long list of credits in the end. We're also starting a comic to add a bit more story into the mix. It's quicker than drawing and cleaning up an endless amount of frames, so stay tuned for more info on this in the coming weeks. As far as speed drawings, we got permission from every Deviant member that we contacted, so upcoming speed drawings will use their reference from time to time. For today's art reference, you should look up the wonderfully talented and adorable Ashley Birch from Hey Ash What You Playin', Chloe from Life is Strange, and Tiny Tina from Borderlands as your drawing reference. I simply adore her, and she's one of my favorite people alive. And so to be fair, my wife recommends Daniel Gillies from Vampire Diaries and the originals. He is a beautifully handsome individual with a very powerfully chiseled jaw. Check out that hotness and let your creativity flow. The artist of the day is none other than my brother, Nico Evangelista. He is a brilliant artist and works with traditional mediums, ZBrush, and digital to create his masterpieces. He puts my work to shame, but also inspires me to no end to continually push myself to be better. So, the question of the week, do female fighters in any medium need to be buff? What do you think? Thoughts, opinions, comments? I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. Anyways, I ask this question because I've read a lot about how female fighters in TV, movies, comics, artwork, or what have you, simply do not have the body mass in order to stand toe-to-toe with the opposition they're currently facing because they do not possess the body mass needed to do so. Yes, I understand that this stems from the idea that fighters should look like fighters and also not relegating women to over-sexualized objects, but for now, I'm speaking generally to the idea that they must be buff. I agree that there should be diversity in the portrayal of women that fight, but that's a topic for another day. Anywho, I just wanted to throw in my 2 cents and say that a girl that isn't buff or looks like they can fight can certainly still whoop some major butt. Case in point, Amy Johnston and Zhang Ziyi. Amy Johnston is an exceptionally beautiful young woman, and she's also a vicious martial artist. Despite her beauty, she is trained in martial arts from a very young age with her father. She's trained in Wushu, Wing Chun, Jiu-Jitsu, and I also have a link if you want to read a full interview where she talks about herself in more depth. Zhang Ziyi is 5'5", 106 pounds, and she's a force to be reckoned with. Despite her size and her frail form, she is a sword-wielding badass. Now, while I'm not sure if she has any formal training in martial arts, she appears more than capable of handling herself despite the lack of muscle and size. And then there's this kid. Her name is Jessie Jane McParland, and she's 7. I'm getting tired just watching this. All this to say that size does not matter whether you're a girl or a guy. If you can kick major ass, you can kick major ass no matter who you are. Gender has nothing to do with it. It all depends on the individual. I mean, what I will say is that it does bother me when an actor or actress doesn't know how to fight, making the fight scene look less than believable. There are cases when stunt doubles can make the action look frantic and kinetic in a wonderful way. Speaking of the adorable Ashley Birch, the rocket jump short, Jess's Big Date, is a good example of a fight scene done right, at least to me. Yes, she's amazing. And before we wrap this up, I will leave you with something cool. This week, something cool is the Void virtual reality. I feel like this is a step closer to the virtual reality of our dreams. Check out the full video and be mesmerized. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please like, subscribe, and follow us if you'd like to stay up to date with what we do. There will be links in the description box below of everything I've talked about. I'm JJ, and I will be back with another drawing talk. Stay amazing. You rock. Bye.